This is CBS47 Action News Jax at noon. Local coverage you can count on.
Iconic landmarks for the River City come crashing down in a matter of seconds. What's next for JEA's old power park? But first, a local man comes face to face in court with the family he once shared with a pregnant teen he's accused of killing. This is a brand new video of the suspect during his first appearance in court since he was charged with her murder. The proceedings for the suspect, Jonathan Quiles, lasted only a couple of minutes. Welcome, everyone. I'm Dawn Lopez.
I'm Letitia Barriola. Action News Jax, Lorena Inclan live at JSO headquarters. Lorena, family members of Ayanna Sawyer, they were there.
They were, at least 4 of them were here at the courtroom for that first appearance, including Ayanna's aunt, who we have spoken to in the past, but today it was a much different tune. As you can imagine, they were visibly upset. This is the first time that Quiles appears in court after he was indicted for murder on Thursday. One of them was wearing a T-shirt that called for justice for the teenager. Take a look at this video we got just a few hours ago. Jonathan Quiles appeared very calm inside that courtroom. He occasionally looked back at our camera and also at the galley where family members usually sit. He is facing 2 first-degree murder charges and a sexual battery charge. The proceeding lasted only a couple of minutes before the judge ordered that he be held on no bond. Ayanna's family sat quietly and left without making any statements, and one man with the family wore a shirt with Ayanna's picture on it and with the words "Justice for Ayanna." Now, Ayanna, who, as you know, was pregnant at the time, has not been seen since December. We are now in July, and no one has heard from her or seen her, and there's no indication yet if police are any closer to finding Ayanna. Now, coming up next at 5, we'll go over the timeline of events that led us to this day here at this courtroom. Reporting in downtown, Lorena Inclan, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
Covering Clay County, where a man is accused of sexual battery on a teen. Deputies say the 14-year-old girl detailed what happened between her and Donald Gamble. They say the incidents happened between 2011 and 2013. Gamble was taken to the Clay County jail.
And with that, it's the end of an era for JEA. Off the St. Johns River, the last standing structures of the JEA Power Park implode. High in the sky, 2 boilers and a stack collapse into a cloud of dust in just a matter of seconds.
I heard a loud explosion. It just went boom.
Action News Jax has been there live for each stage of the JEA power plant being decommissioned. And new since Action News Jax this morning, that new video of the implosion from a drone and a GoPro. JEA says that the closing site will save money and protect the environment.
Oh yeah, we have every angle for you here. Sky Action News Jax flew above the implosion as the 2 boilers and that 640-foot stack fell. Action News Jax Elizabeth Pace spoke with neighbors. She saw it all on the ground, and they say the plant helped make Jacksonville what it is today.
10 years of work, now down in 20 seconds. This is what's left over of the St. Johns River Power Park. Some of the crews told me it's actually come full circle for them.
3, 2, 1, fire.
The last big boom. I could feel the ground shake as we watched the 2 240-foot boilers and a 640-foot stack fall to the ground. Neighbors say they could hear it from their homes.
And it just went boom, and it sort of just startled me, but I recognized that it was from the explosion.
JEA first built the St. Johns Power Park in the 1980s. It gave jobs to hundreds of people. Some of the same crew members came back today.
We hired some people that actually built the plant, and they're helping take it down now, so full circle.
Last year, JEA decided to take down the St. Johns River Power Park to save money and protect the environment. The first phase of the implosion started in June 2018. The iconic twin cooling towers down to the ground. 10 months later, catalytic reactors and large structures crumbled.
There were so many employees that kept this power plant running successfully, safely for so many years.
And coming up at 5, you'll hear what's next for the future of JEA. Reporting in Ocean Way, Elizabeth Pace, CBS47, Action News Jax.
And we want to take you out live to TIAA Bank Field, and that's where in just a matter of hours, one legendary rock band, one of the biggest in the world, will hit the stage right here at home in the River City. This is the first time the Rolling Stones have played here in Jacksonville in nearly 30 years.
Oh yeah, there's a buzz in the air today. Action News Jack's Derek Odom explains what you need to know when it comes to driving downtown tonight.
Hey there, a lot of people have been waiting a long time for this day, 30 years for some people, for the Rolling Stones to come back to Jacksonville, downtown, the TIAA Bank Field. Downtown is going to be crowded today as you make your way towards the stadium. It's the Stones concert, and it's going to be like a Jags game, 50,000 plus going right downtown. So be prepared for that. Just follow the normal practices you do for a Jags game. If you're parking to the east of the stadium, then take the Matthews or the Hart bridges. Parking to the west, take the Main Street, Costa Fuller Warren, and utilize Union Street to make your way down towards the field there, and leave early if you can. A lot of people will be rushing after work, so leave early if you can to avoid that late rush, and park early and get to the stadium. Of course, those gates will open at 6, and the traffic will ease up probably about the time the opening band starts, about 7:30. And of course, before you go, always call 511 or check FL511.com for any major accidents that may be going on. Enjoy the show. That's the latest from the Keith Pearson Toyota First Alert Traffic Center.
In the meantime, Action News Jax is waiting to learn what the Jacksonville Rolling Stones t-shirt will look like. So you're taking a look at some custom t-shirts from the cities the Stones have already visited while on tour. Now, these are $50 a pop, and we will bring you the Jacksonville design once it's released. But keep in mind, we're one of only 13 cities lucky enough to have the Rolling Stones come through town.
And you'll want to get there early. The parking lots open at 4 tonight. Gates open at 6. So the Revitalists will open the show. That's at 7:30 if you want to catch them. And you don't want to miss that. So avoid delays at screening checks by leaving your bag at home, or clear bags at TIAA Bank Field.
You'll get turned around. Thanks, Letitia. And right now we're working to learn if anyone was hurt in a crash on I-295 southbound. Action News Jack Sky Vision flew over the crash site here at the ramp near Alta Drive. It caused the roadway to have to be shut down. We're working right now to learn what caused this crash. But as you can see here, there's a semi on its side here that caused some problems.
Developing right now. Take a look at your screen if you have a second here. Nassau County deputies need your help finding 3 suspects accused of stealing credit cards during a car burglary in the Timber Creek subdivision. A pretty clear picture, at least of one of them there. Deputies say the cards that were stolen were used in Walmart in the San Jose area.
Right now, a local man is dead and a woman hurt in a shooting from overnight. And now police are working to piece together what happened there. JSO was called to a shooting here inside of an apartment near University Club Boulevard and Fort Caroline Road in Arlington. So far, no charges have been filed. Police don't believe that there are any suspects who are still outstanding, but we'll bring you up to date on air and online as we learn more. Right now, one woman is in the hospital after getting into a wrong-way crash with a JSO officer. You can see some major damage here to the side of that cruiser, the back of it. On the driver's side, the front end of this minivan has damage. JSO says that a woman had a medical issue of some sort behind the wheel and crossed into oncoming traffic. She is expected to be okay. The officer is not hurt.
It's official. Chicago's Chance the Snapper, now living in Florida. No, not Chance the Rapper, the Snapper. Action News Jax told you earlier this week when the gator was trapped in a Chicago pond after getting national attention. He's already found a new home at the alligator farm. He'll be in his own quarantine area for at least 90 days. The alligator farm says it will be a perfect home for the new celebrity.
2 local grocery chains want to do something good for the community, making sure you stay healthy. Harvey's and Winn-Dixie pharmacies are offering free vaccinations with most insurance plans. So that includes vaccines for hepatitis A, and you can get a vaccine at any of those store locations.
An out-of-this-world concept happened this week 50 years ago. On July 20th, 1969, Apollo 11 became the first manned spacecraft to land on the moon. The event remains one of the most iconic moments in modern American history. Neil Armstrong took the historic steps on the moon 6 hours after the landing. An estimated 650 million people watched this event.
I was 12 years old, and I remember sitting with my family watching on our black and white television.
Yeah, that's how Phil talks about it too. He was younger, but very cool. The U.S. Postal Service issued 2 commemorative forever stamps in honor of the moon landing. Taking a trip down memory lane, that's what one Orange Park couple says it's been like for them this week as the country remembers 50 years since the Apollo 11 mission. Both of their fathers were engineers who worked to make the lunar landing a reality.
In celebration of the 50th anniversary of our nation's first moonwalk, Ponte Vedra Beach Branch Library is showing the brand new movie Apollo 11. It's so that you can relive the iconic mission for the first time. Now that's today from 2 until 3:30. And you can help Action News Jax get ready for it. The new school year coming up in August. Take a look at this gang. You want to hang out with them, right? You can donate school supplies July 30th at the St. John's Town Center roundabout. That's right there at Maggiano's from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m.
The Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Gary Beatonwall. Right now on First Alert Doppler HD, I'm tracking some showers and even a few lightning bolts already developing where they're headed through the afternoon. That's coming in the Action News Jax First Alert 7-day forecast.
Making an old neighborhood new again. The way a nonprofit is revitalizing this neighborhood in the heart of Jacksonville.
And remembering a former Supreme Court justice who passed away, the way people can pay their respects.
What to Watch, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
Taking the old and making it new again, a local nonprofit is on a mission to help revitalize the Cathedral District. That's a neighborhood located in the heart of downtown Jacksonville.
Yes, and as Action News Jack's Alicia Tarancon explained, some neighbors are not wanting this change.
Right now, the nonprofit says they're putting up over 100 of these banners around the Cathedral District just to let people know that they're here. Joanna Tredenick has been going to St. John's Cathedral for years. Her parish is located in the Cathedral District in downtown Jacksonville, which is home to 5 historic churches. Today she watched as these banners went up for the first time with the district's name on it.
So it's a beautiful, peaceful neighborhood, and we need people living here.
Right now, Cathedral District Jax is working with developers to add more than 300 apartments to the area in the next year and a half. One of the buildings they are converting into housing is a former homeless shelter on Duval Street. There's also plans to turn several shipping containers into another apartment complex. But not all neighbors are on board.
You know, where's everybody going to park? The street's going to be, there's already a little street right there, and they're going to build containers 4 stories high. I mean, that's just, you know, it's not cool to me.
The district already has a few stores within walking distance, but the local nonprofit says they also want to add more retail businesses, restaurants, and public art that will draw families in and generate millions in economic investment.
Trying to return this to the beautiful, walkable, quiet neighborhood that it was.
And coming up at 5, the Cathedral District Jax tells us what they would like to add to the area in the next 5 to 10 years that'll bring more families into town. Reporting in downtown, Alicia Tarancon, CBS47, Action News Jax.
Want to do something good for the community? Well, today you can donate blood on the Big Red Bus, and there are 2 locations, one in Bartram Park on Old San Augustine Road and another in Julington Creek on State Road 13. And there's something for you in this, and that's freebies, including a free wellness checkup and buy one, get one tickets to the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens.
Iran says the U.S. did not shoot down an Iranian drone near the Persian Gulf. The country says the U.S. may have shot its own drone by mistake. President Donald Trump said on Thursday that the drone was threatening a U.S. ship and ignored calls to stand down. Relations between the 2 countries have been tense over the past month. The U.S. is looking to impose tough new sanctions on the country.
The United States reserves the right to defend our personnel, our facilities, and interests.
Last month, President Trump said he called off a retaliatory military strike at the last minute against Iranian targets.
Americans can pay their final respects to a former Supreme Court Justice Monday. Retired Justice John Paul Stevens will lie in repose in the Great Hall of the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. Stevens, we told you, died Tuesday here in Florida following a stroke. He was nominated to the Supreme Court by President Gerald Ford in 1975, and he retired at 90 years old. Stevens' funeral will be held on Tuesday.
Now, certified Jacksonville's most accurate weather forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
On First Alert, meteorologist Garrett Edenwall. Right now, we're already seeing some puffy clouds go up and produce some rain showers here right now. The First Alert Skycam network. I'll show you there in just a second on First Alert Doppler HD. We're also heating up already. That's contributing to some of those showers already popping up in upper 80s closer to the beaches. So here it is right now. 5-sweep First Alert Doppler HD already tracking some of those heavier downpours, just little pockets of heavy rain and a few hit and miss lightning strikes into Clay County. Right now, we dive down to street level mapping here on First Alert Doppler HD from Green Cove Springs just to the west of the Shands Bridge, up 17, and west on Highway 16, State Road 16, right there near Penny Farms, seeing some of those heavier downpours, kind of stationary sitting there right now, or else I put a storm track on there for you. You can see here in McClenny and Baker County and also northern Union County seeing some of those showers, and the sea breeze beginning to activate just to the west and along the intracoastal. There's one lightning strike popping up right there, right near, say, the ferry. Now, 12 lightning strikes in the last 10 minutes right here in this box. So we're getting to see a few lightning strikes here or there. Of course, you want to keep that in mind as you head outdoors here this afternoon. Here goes that sea breeze, though, continuing to form some more showers and thunderstorms as we head through the afternoon. 3 and 4 p.m. The sea breeze will be along and west of the St. Johns River Basin. And the good news is, especially for concert folks downtown tonight and tailgaters, we'll be seeing those showers and thunderstorms continue to move inland, but there is that potential for a few showers lingering here this evening. Here's a closer zoomed in look here for 6 o'clock, the tailgates, the actual show at 7:30 downtown for the Rolling Stones. It looks to be drying out still, and temperatures will be falling back into the 80s there. So your night out for tonight here on Friday, we'll see a lingering shower, especially well inland for tonight at 7 o'clock, then really drying things out with partly cloudy and at times mostly cloudy skies and spots inland. Low 80s by 10 and 11 o'clock for tonight. And the mowing forecast here for the next couple of days today in that fair category with some of those showers and thunderstorms, less coverage of the storms, so the good category for Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday. Your Action News Jax First Alert 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. The heat sticks around for Saturday and Sunday. Less coverage of the storms again. We'll be in the mid to upper 90s inland on Monday. But here's some good news. We're back to near average temperatures, so a little bit cooler, but still hot in the low 90s. But seasonal. We'll see afternoon showers and thunderstorms continuing to develop, an increase in coverage as we head through, especially mid to late next week. You can always get this forecast any time of the day right there at actionnewsjax.com.
The Avengers assembling into Jacksonville, where you can watch the Marvel movie tonight. Plus,
on the prowl, right into theaters, when you can catch the live adaptation of the musical Cats.
you can watch the Avengers assemble at Jacksonville Parks tonight. There will be 2 free screenings of Avengers Infinity War. One is at Mary Lena Gibbs Park on Wilson Boulevard. The other is at Cuba Hunter Park on Bedford Road. Both start at 8:30 p.m.
Starbucks testing a new concept that could transform your morning coffee run. The company is opening its first Starbucks Now Express service in China. So the order and pickup experience is trying to match the speed of urban life. Online orders can pick up their items at designated portals. It's unclear, though, if the express service is coming to the United States, but I bet it would do well.
All right, new and a popular musical is prowling into theaters. The Cats trailer was released. Another live action for you. Adaptation of the musical features stars like Taylor Swift. And that's Jennifer Hudson. Idris Elba, too, is in this movie. Expected to be in theaters December. Quitting smoking by using your sense of smell. New at 5:30, the new technique to help you kick the habit.
It's going to be hot outside today in the mid-90s. We'll be tracking some storms this afternoon.
Wine Hour's coming up next. The next newscast is on at 5.